An autism doctor claims organic chicken nuggets can cure it. A sausage king is murdered in a sauna with a crossbow. And a college in Bali is accepting coconuts as tuition. These are the weird stories for Tuesday on Weird AF News. This is the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a comedian. I'm Jonesy. I'm recording in a closet.
You're listening to Weird AF News with your host, Jonesy. So listen up.
A doctor claims that a vaccine causes autism and chicken nuggets can cure it. I like chicken nuggets. I like to think they can cure things. Oh man, I like the nuggets. Over $200 an hour is what this doctor costs in Edinburgh. The doctor runs a private clinic in the capital and has come under fire for suggesting that autism may be caused by the MMR vaccine jab and that organic chicken nuggets could alleviate the symptoms. Why do they gotta be organic, man? You know how hard it is to find organic nuggets, bro? My God, man, I can't get them at the BK drive-thru, bro. What do you think this is, man? Organic chicken nuggets. I don't think I've ever had an organic chicken nugget in my life. I don't even know they sold organic chicken nuggets. They sound pretty heavenly, though. Maybe they can alleviate symptoms. The media is probing this doctor, Lorene Ahmet, who claims that autism is caused by an adverse reaction to children being given the MMR jab, despite this claim being repeatedly debunked by science. Jonesy, what is the MMR jab? It's the vaccine against measles, mumps, and rubella. It's usually the first dose given to children around a year old, I'd say, something like that. Well, let's get back to the nuggets. They investigated this clinic because they received a number of complaints about concerned patients. Because this doctor sells an, quote, autism treatment plus treatment, which claims to have improved the development of 80% of the patients. Is this doctor curing autism with nuggets? Whoa, check this out. It goes deep. A mother with 2 autistic children went undercover to pose as a worried mom to discuss the treatment with this other doctor. In the video, the private doctor spoke about how autism is linked to the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccination and recommended organic chicken nuggets. Oh, caught on tape, recommended nuggets. Was this doctor paid off by McDonald's, maybe? No, because McDonald's doesn't serve organic nuggets. In fact, I don't think those are... What are those? Are they even chicken? I have my doubts. They are delicious, though, with sweet and sour sauce. Can we admit that McDonald's sweet and sour sauce, though, is like so good? You could eat just about anything in that sauce. It would taste great. You could eat a severed human thumb, and you'd be like, heaven. Disclaimer. Jonesy nor Weird AF News condones cannibalism. Now, the rest of this article goes on to explain the details of the treatment that the doctor recommends. It's a lot of diet stuff, going like gluten-free and all this. I can't really get in. I can't find any more information about the nuggets. Does the doctor recommend barbecue sauce, honey mustard, the classic sweet and sour? I mean, what does the doctor recommend as a dipping sauce for this organic nugget autism treatment? But at the end of the day, sadly, anti-vaxxing rhetoric is very common on social media, and parents looking for help are often led in the wrong direction. They're even blamed for their kids being autistic because they gave them vaccinations. It's a very sad situation. Another sad situation is that chicken McNuggets, unfortunately, don't cure anything. Except for your hunger and your craving for some deliciousness. The Sausage King was murdered in a sauna with a crossbow. Just like the game Clue, it happened in the sauna with a crossbow. But who done it? Who killed the Sausage King? Let's find out. This occurred in Russia. It was the Russian Sausage King. You better believe I'm going to give you a Russian accent eventually. Let's get into the story here. Some crimes can be described in relatively matter-of-fact terms, while hearing about others makes you think of bizarre scenes you might have seen in a film. This is the way to describe a murder which took place not far from Russia earlier this week. The victim, Vladimir Marugov, a Russian oligarch whose meat-packing empire earned him the nickname the Sausage King. The details of the crime are especially shocking, not for the faint of heart. Here's a quote from an investigator. Several masked men entered the bathhouse, tied up the owner of the house and his spouse, and then demanded money. The wife managed to escape through a window, called the police, who later found her husband dead at the scene, along with the crossbow used to shoot him. What a strange choice, the crossbow, can you agree? It's very medieval, very old school. It is quiet. That's a benefit of using it in a crime. But you can't really load them very quickly. It just seems like a strange choice for a weapon here. But, I don't know. It's Russia. Maybe they couldn't get quality guns or something. I don't know. Yeah. Russia's crazy, man. You just never know what you're going to be faced with in Russia. Just a crazy place, I'd imagine. It says here, Murugov's businesses included something called Meat Empire. Also, Ozoretsky sausages. Hence his nickname, the Sausage King. Now, the fact that the victim was the Sausage King makes me wonder, was this just a regular old robbery situation? Or was this the work of some vegans who are just tired of it, tired of the sausage? They want to bring down the sausage factory, and so they targeted the Sausage King. Or was it the Sausage King's bitter rival, the Bacon King? I'd imagine there's a Bacon King in Russia as well. Sausage King versus the Bacon King. You know, it goes way, way back, the battle between sausage and bacon. Every breakfast, they're battling. The choice. You want your eggs? Do you want bacon or sausage? You know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bacon man. But occasionally, I will mix it up and get myself some sausage. I'll tell you right now, I'm only doing links, though. I'm doing the links. You get the hell out of here with that patty situation, okay? I'm not getting a sausage patty, all right? It's like an imitation sausage. That's not even a real sausage patty. Get out of here with your sausage patty. I want sausage links or there's no deal, no sausage deal. What about you guys? Are you a sausage or a bacon? Call the show, 646-450-2012. Share what you like. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. A college in Bali is accepting coconuts as tuition. This sounds like heaven. I want to go back to college. Just some coconuts? Gotcha. No problem. I will pay you full tuition right up front. This place is called the Venus One Tourism Academy in Tegalalang, Bali. And this year marks the Academy's third graduating class. They are leaving equipped to pursue careers in the hospitality industry. Yeah, obviously, it's called the Tourism Academy. Because of COVID, it hasn't been the easiest year to be a student at any level. But the Venus One Tourist Academy has been pretty chill about tuition fees and has even started accepting payment in coconuts. That's right, coconuts. Initially, the tuition payment was paid in installments 3 times, it says here, with the first installment at 50% of the total, the second 20%, then the third 30%. Because of this COVID pandemic, they've adapted a flexible policy. It says here the Academy produces virgin coconut oil, so students can actually pay their tuition by bringing coconuts. The director of the Academy also said the school accepts something called moringa leaves, as well as the leaves from gotu kola, a culinary and medicinal plant. The coconut oil and assorted leaves will be combined into herbal soap products that can be sold on campus to raise money for the academy. This is like a splendid deal. You could just go to college and you bring some leaves and some roots, some coconuts. It's unbelievable. You could probably just walk out into the forest and just gather your tuition and then bring it back. Your backpack full of leaves. That's just a great deal. I mean, this is exactly the opposite of what it costs to go to college in the US. It's so expensive. Man, the amount of my peers, including myself, that owe some student loans, it's just out of control. I wish I could have paid, with some mushrooms that I gathered in the yard. That would have been splendid. Or, just go up to Vermont and gather some maple syrup fresh right out of the tree. Give them a few bottles. Bam! Next thing you know, you got yourself a sociology degree, which you will learn doesn't pay the bills. I do enjoy this story very much because it highlights a couple of things. One, the way in which colleges have to pivot in order to, accommodate students that are struggling financially because of a pandemic. Super important. If you notice, that's not really happening in the U.S. The people I know are still paying full price, and get this, most of their classes are on Zoom. They're paying full price to not even have the on-campus experience. Isn't that a ripoff? If I'm being on Zoom for all of my college experience, then I want half off the price. At least. It's ridiculous. The other thing that this story is teaching me is that not all colleges are about the money. Some of them are still about the education. It's something I have seemed to have forgotten after having a little bit of an American college experience. So it's nice to know that some places out there are still like, no, we want to give people an education. You don't have any money? All right. Sure. Just rake up some leaves and bring them in. Just pick a bag full of mangoes out of the trees over there and just come on in and sit down and learn.
Yay!
I got some new reviews on Amazon, and I'm excited to read them to you. They're positive as well, which is great, because that's not always the case. The first one is 5 stars from Eric A. Fisk. These are Amazon reviews, by the way. Eric writes, always good for a chuckle or at least a smile. Always good for a smile and occasionally a belly laugh. Ooh, a belly laugh. Thank you, Eric Fisk. A belly laugh. That's hard to do. Eric writes, Weird AF News is a great way to start or end each day. The world of news is so crappy. Why not just laugh along with Jonesy and the rest of us? Yeah, that's a good idea, Eric. Why not laugh along with me and the rest of us? I've been wondering that for a long time, why people don't do that. I also got a nice review. Oh, so big shout out to Eric A. Fisk for leaving that 5-star review. Much, much love from me to you, Eric. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate you being a loyal listener of the show as well. I can't thank you enough for that. I want to give love also to Miranda Curry. She left a 5-star review on Amazon as well. Hers is titled, It's Wonderfully Weird. She wrote, Of course I rated 5 stars. Duh. 5 stars in thickness, warmth, and sheerness too. LOL. Why would that even be an option? But hey, it works. She's very funny. Miranda, you're very funny. I love this. There's more. She wrote, if you want something silly and entertaining, this is the right podcast for you. You'll get weird news from all over the world delivered to you by Jonesy. He's funny, a bit of a goob. A goob? What's a goob? Please define your terms. A bit of a goob from time to time, but I love it. He has the best, worst accents, by the way. I do. I have the best, worst accents. You described it to a T, Miranda Curry. She says, the one accent he did well, though, was the anal robot scientist. Yeah, LOL, that's right. Anal robot scientist. Is curiosity starting to stir? I don't even remember that one. Which one was that? Someone remind me. The anal robot scientist? Yeah, I think I kind of remember doing that one. Oh, there's so many. I've done some real weird ones, man. Really difficult ones. Hey, and listen, I appreciate you, Miranda, for recognizing my attempts here to do the best, worst accents, as you call them. Miranda Curry, big shout out, much love from me. Thank you for the 5-star review on Amazon. It means a lot. And thank you for being a loyal listener of Weird AF News. It also means a lot. I appreciate the reviews, guys. I appreciate you being listeners of the show. Those of you who have reached out to me, sent me articles, I appreciate that as well. It's been very nice to receive support from many, many different places. So that's great. If you would like to follow me on the social medias, I'm on Instagram at Funny Jones, on Facebook, Comedian Jonesy, or Facebook.com/WeirdAFNews. On Twitter, I'm Funny Jones. I gave my email address. You got the number. If you'd like to join my Patreon and support the show, you can do that as well. It's patreon.com/WeirdAFNews. Join the little club of weirdos that we have in there, exchanging weird ideas, having a good old time. Get bonus episodes and whatnot. And I mentioned in the episode yesterday, you get to watch the video I uploaded of the Patreon Q&A. I got like 15 questions that I was asked, and spent about 25 minutes answering them in a Halloween getup, sort of. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed that, by the way, those of you who watched it. And you can watch it too by joining the Patreon. Patreon.com/WeirdAFNews, or you can go to WeirdAFNews.com and join it from there. I appreciate your time, as always, and your support. Thank you, those of you who left me reviews. And tell a friend. Take care now.
Hey, Jonesy. It's the Angry Florida Man here. Just getting back at you. Let you know that I heard those boys over there in Australia call me Elvis. You know, as in like the king of rock and roll Elvis. Well, I'd like to let you know, I've got friends over in Australia as well. Cousins, in fact. And that's why I called you guys cousins. I got one that's a shark wrangler, and the other one that crushes Foster's cans for a living. Oh, dear God, Jonesy, I realized that was the worst damn accent I could have ever done, man. I send my regards.